Hey there, this is your host Silas, and I'm just gonna give you a quick little info. This is basically our first episode, so we haven't figured out the good quality stuff yet. So yeah, I apologize for mainly like breathing sounds from my end, and maybe some other weird sounds are also getting picked up, which you won't hear in other professional, high-budget, great podcasts, but yeah, keep that in mind for the first few episodes, but let's hope it's still fun for you, and if not, then, well, I'm sorry. Goodbye. Oh, well, not goodbye, but like, episode go!
Welcome to the Uploading Podcast. Stick around if you'd like to find out how to sneak food into the movie theater like a criminal mastermind. Welcome, Silas, and me, myself, Merrick Juniper, to this.
Yes.
With no preparation.
Hello and welcome. How are you doing, Merrick, today? How badly are you doing?
I'm doing great, having just now talked to you for the first time today. How are you?
That's correct. For the notice, we've probably just like screwed around for like half an hour trying to come up with intro phrases, which led to moderately confusing results. But we've landed on a correct solution now, and we also see that Merrick is gone. If you are watching on the video feed,
yeah, I'm sorry.
There he is again. Yes. This podcast is going to be about random things, and we have a few topics to talk about. I think it's going to be potentially interesting, probably not. I guess at this point, a few months ago, we already recorded a testing episode at one point, which was really bad, and then we just kind of stopped halfway through it. But now, at least, we have a few topics to talk about. So, yeah, let's see.
Yeah, we actually took some things down. Yeah, in an earlier take, we mentioned Facebook going down. Depending on how late this gets uploaded, might be irrelevant by then, but
yeah, probably
still,
will be.
I was very happy to see that.
It was really confusing.
Hear about the Georgia Prime Minister getting arrested?
What? No. Why?
Yeah.
Really? Wait,
Apparently
of Georgia, of the country, or of the state? Of the country?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah, apparently he renounced his citizenship and then he returned only to be arrested. But that was something that happened this week. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the category we should talk about, because that's not very easy to make fun of without offending people, so probably not.
It probably doesn't. I wouldn't imagine it would, but I mean,
we have all the Georgian listeners, all of them. Then again, I don't know how popular that person was in Georgia. Seemingly not that much.
That's what we'll hear from is people from the state of Georgia, not even knowing
this is not a country. This is Georgia.
Well, actually, Georgia's a state, dumbass.
Yeah. I've had those people in my streams before. Not that pleasant. Let's move on to some good news, which is my aging OnePlus 6 now has another new Android update. You can, if you're watching on the YouTube feed, on the video feed, my phone is completely destroyed. The back is completely busted and broken. Fingerprints all over it. The front is also broken and busted on many, how do you say that? It fell down many times, but I think this is Android 11
Updates
now.
are always breaking phones.
Yeah, you're gonna hear the best fucking thing ever.
Downloaded the update and his whole phone.
I believe yesterday I messaged Merrick Juniper. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I messaged Merrick with. I'm gonna read it to you. There it is. Yeah, okay. I wrote, "My phone is fucked now," and that was all that was the whole message. Because I didn't want to tell him, so we have stuff to talk about on here. Basically, what happened, I saw the message of, "Oh, look, you can install this new update now, but please clear up some storage." So I did that, It downloaded the update, it installed itself, and then restart. You click it, and then I waited, and then, oh, okay, look, I can put in my SIM card pin again, and my lock pattern. On Android, you can have these pattern things, kind of like a pin code, but without numbers. iPhone people, that's for you. So I input my data and stuff, and it unlocks, and it's basically just, it was a black screen, and then only, like, a white bar at the bottom, like the navigation bar for the touch controls. And I was like, what the hell is happening? And I let it sit like that for like 5 minutes, and then I took it and I hard restarted it, so when you hold down the power button for like 10 seconds or something, which at that point I was like, okay, well, some glitch happened, okay, and then it restarted itself, input the SIM pin, everything is fine. I tried to input my correct pattern, and then it said, wrong pattern, and I was like, okay, now that is very interesting. So I have another older phone which has the same pattern on it, so I could verify that I'm not stupid, that I'm not insane. So I put the pattern into my old phone, it works, so I knew something is happening, that I can't input my pattern anymore to my phone. And then that was not great. After like an hour of Googling about people having similar issues with other updates, I just came to the conclusion that I had to restart it in recovery mode and then wipe all the data off it and completely reset it, which... not that good, because there's a lot of data on here that wasn't copied somewhere else. Yeah. Mainly the two-factor codes.
Photos, mainly, probably.
Well, photos are in Google Photos, so those are actually all saved, but then other stuff. Just like scanned documents, scanned fucking other things, the two-factor authentication code, so I can't even log into some things now because I haven't gotten around to kind of resetting that yet. But hey, the battery lasts longer again, yay! That's actually pretty good. And it doesn't feel slow anymore. Before that, YouTube videos were stuttering. That was hilariously bad. So yeah, that's the more boring story than I expected of how my phone made it delete itself.
How many different ways can you remember that you've broken your phones? Have you ever dropped a phone in a toilet?
No. I've dropped it down the stairs once. Once I just sat down, it was in my pocket, in my trousers, and it just slipped out of the pocket very slowly, and then it just flew down like granite stairs, like really hard stone stairs. It just flew down a whole level. What's it called? Levels, ground floor, from first floor down to the ground floor. Really bad. But yeah, I think that was the worst one.
I think I cracked the screen that way. It had a case on it, and it just like tumbled down, and then it finally just landed screen first, right on the ground. And I think that was how it cracked.
This happened after it fell down the stairs. A few months after that, I was at a friend's house.
That's the one that fell down the stairs.
Yes, it is. Yeah, this one, but it didn't look like that. This is from many times falling down. But after that, I was at a friend's house, just staying there like over a week during like school holidays and stuff. And then at one point we were like having a drink, and I went, "Hey, yeah, I'm gonna throw my phone on the ground." I picked it up and I threw it on the floor, because who gives a shit if it looks like that already? It doesn't matter anymore very much, does it? Which I thought it was funny. They didn't think it was funny, which made it even more funny to me. So yeah, I thought that was funny, and I still think it is. Just because they were so shocked, thinking like, why is this dude throwing his phone on the fucking floor? Even though, yeah, it's just broken already, it doesn't matter.
From other people's perspective, that always looks like a, I bet I can lift this thing kind of moment. Like a guy gets drunk and he just starts doing random shit that doesn't make any sense. But it is fun.
But it did, though, because it was busted. Already busted. How else did I drop it? Probably One time I tried doing a live stream from my phone, and then I just used like weird shitty like, I don't know, like Velcro tape stuff. Did not hold up in any way whatsoever, and it just like fell down and smashed on the concrete. But I don't think that was this phone. I think that was an older one. That was just a
I had
shitty
one on my
attempt.
lap in the car. Open the door, get up, falls right on the concrete, and then it just had this black circle in the corner, and that slowly ate away at the phone as the day went on, which sucked because I didn't expect it, and I went like a week after that without a phone. Oh, my
Something
first
else
world
happened
problem.
with
Yeah.
a door. What happened? I think I had my phone in my hands, and then I believe my mum closed the door, like she pushed on the door of a car while I still had one hand on the car door and the other hand in my phone. So I think it kind of like slingshot the phone away. Either that or my phone was in the hand where the door was and it like smashed the door against the phone. Either one of those. I can't remember exactly which one it is. That also happened. Something like that with a phone and a car. But I think for that, the screen looks pretty good still. And this new update has an always on screen now, which actually I think is pretty good. Now, let's switch to another great topic, which you don't know about yet, which is going to make it a lot more fun. I just need to look this up.
Extension to the Facebook topic, there was an ex-employee that pretty much dunked on Facebook as well. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, she was just basically talking about how they were cultivating hatred and every interest that they served was their own and stuff like that, which is obvious. It's just confirming crap they already know, you know. But I thought it was interesting. Pretty obvious she's just stirring stuff up too, when you think about it.
Okay, I want to talk about. Anyway, let's. Oh no. I hate this so much. Amazon had a cool event a few days ago, the Amazon hardware event of 2021. And Merrick doesn't seem to have paid a lot of attention to that.
No.
Good, because that's going to make it a lot more funny. Oh god, I hadn't looked this up yet and I hate it so much. Okay, so you have children. Let's start with this, actually. Yeah, you have children, right? You have kids. You also have parents.
Yeah.
So your kids' grandparents, yeah. Now, have you tried doing video chat between your child and your mum?
Oh, no, not at the same time. If I did, it'd be through Discord. We actually have a Discord server together, my family. We're slowly converting them from Facebook so that I can see all of their pictures and posts, and not just what Zuck wants me to see. But not me, general me. General dude, just in that average, everyday life with the, hey, Silas, tell me about that thing that you was telling me about just a second ago.
Well, this product...
I tried to video chat with everyone to no avail.
Well, this is not for you and your kid or you and your parents, but this is supposed to, I guess, connect your child with their grandparents, because supposedly small kids get bored from video chats and then run away. So imagine this fucking thing. I'm not going to show it to you. Don't look it up. It's called the Amazon Glow. I hope you haven't seen this yet. It's basically, it kind of looks like...
I feel like I heard of it.
It looks like I don't know how to describe that. Kind of like a tower that you can kind of put on your table. Kind of, how big is it? Kind of bottle-sized.
Wasn't it just Alexa?
No, this is different. I need to look up the dimensions. Where are they? How big is that? Okay, 8-inch. And it has an 8-inch LED display in front of it. It basically looks like a fat iPad with a projector mounted on top of it. So the idea is you set your kid in front of it, and they can look at this little tiny kind of iPad-style screen, and on that iPad-style screen, you're going to have your mum on it, so your kid can talk to them.
Yeah.
But, so they don't get bored, it also has a projector on it, meaning it's going to project like a playboard on the table that the machine is sitting on, so you can play like fucking board games with the kid. to distract the child from running away. So
I don't know.
so you need to talk
sounds
to your
really
mum.
dumb.
You need to
Bad
talk to your
premise.
mum and be like, okay, go to the Google Play Store, download this special app, sign in with your Amazon account, add this device, and then you can call this device that you've never seen before, that you don't understand what it does, and then you can turn on games that the grandchild is not going to run away. How easy does that sound for your ears? How easy is that to do?
It was hard enough to get her to create a new password just to join Discord, basically. I mean, that's all you really have to do, to join Discord.
I'm now going to
that
send.
sounds like a pain. And children are not afraid of video calls at all. I don't understand where that comes from.
Well, they're not afraid, but I can
can't think of a
see.
single kid I've
I
ever
can
seen.
see how they would get bored of it. I've sent you a screenshot of it.
But what they're suggesting is just online gaming, basically, isn't it? Like we could
Yes, but it's projected onto your table, which is going to suck if your table is dark and if you're in a well-lit room. And also, child...
My stupid child who's afraid of tablets has got dirt all over my table, and now I won't...
I mean, if you look at the screenshot that I've sent you, it looks like a child that I think looks moderately old. But then the game that the child is playing seems like some shitty paint program that any moderately big-brained person is going to get bored of immediately. This is like, cut out fucking dinosaurs or something. Like, what the hell? That's not entertaining.
He looks far above age appropriate for that, and he looks intelligible enough that he would stay attentive in a conversation, at least for a few minutes, to talk to grandma. It's not that...
Pull over in your car now and search for Amazon Glow to be amazed at how you even come up with this idea. Do you think I described it well enough? Kind of like a thick iPad with a projector mounted on top of it? How big is it?
Maybe
like
someone
12
out
inches?
there
I
has
don't know.
forgotten how to go out and eat at a restaurant, and they think they can sell to them. Because that's usually what you do with family. You just go out and eat at a restaurant when you want to spend time together or something.
Well, yeah, but this is the pandemic version.
Yeah, they think someone forgot about all that stuff we used to do, and they're trying to sell them shit.
This
that we don't
is
need.
so dumb. This is so stupid. I don't think this is the dumbest thing yet, though.
Distraction method, basically.
Then, yeah, now we have to move on to what I think is even more dumb. So, you just said, oh, it's just going to be Alexa. Now, Amazon Glow wasn't that, not Alexa. Objectively worse than Alexa. Yes, right.
Yeah, it's just a tablet with a stupid pad.
It's just a tablet with a projector. God damn it. It's protection, Merrick. Protection. The future. All screens are going to be projectors soon. Now, moving on to the next product, which is basically, well, going back to the basics, they already have these Echo devices, which those little tiny little speakers that you can talk to, and they give you answers to not very good questions like, what is the weather? Yeah, they also have those devices with a screen, and I believe they're called an Echo Show then, so they can also show you a little graphic about the weather outside of your window. I don't believe that's very useful myself. It might be useful to some people, but not to me. Now, that's just the backstory, because now I believe this goes way out of control, because just the name on itself It's called, let me look it up again, the Amazon Astro. Merrick, what do you think is the Amazon Astro?
I don't know. When you were talking about a visual Alexa, I was just thinking about the fact that people make her fart and whisper to them. And I was like, dear Lord, don't visualize that, please.
I don't know what happens.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know what happens when you say to an Echo Show device, fart. I don't know what happens then. I don't want to know.
Dude, I could get it. I could get the Echo Dot and see if it still works. We could plug it in.
If you have an Echo Dot, that doesn't have the screen. And I wonder what shows up on the screen, though.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about.
Now, the Amazon, the Amazon Astro, price range $1,000 to $1,500 US. And basically, it's this little knee-high device, which basically looks like a little kind of square with two wheels on the side and an Echo Show screen mounted on the top of it. So it's a robot. Kind of. It's basically an Amazon Echo Show that can move around your house. For $1,500. And it has cup holders. So technically you can make a drink in the kitchen and then you can tell it, oh, give this to Marek, and then it will go and find where you are. It's literally just a screen with like two eyes on the screen as the face and two wheels and like a box.
My daughter wanted this robot thing, and I'm trying to remember what the heck it was called. It was like $300, but you can actually alter its code and have it do whatever you like. And I really wish I remembered what it was now.
This is not that.
I would rather get that.
I mean, there's good robotics kits and other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also has like a periscope built into it, so it can like fucking rise up to look at stuff that's like on a table or like at your face. So it's this tiny little box, and it can like shove its face right up to your face with this telescopic arm thing, and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't have arms. It doesn't have any mechanisms to hold anything. I'm just gonna read this part
that makes it useless to me.
It's not useless. That moves. It's not useless. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read a part of digitaltrends.com where it says, now you wait. Astro can be sent to check on specific rooms or people. Your fucking Echo Dot can't do that. It has a built-in camera.
Be more fat.
It has a built-in camera, and its periscope camera can be extended to check higher areas like the stove or the countertop. That's smart design because the fucking robot is so small it can't see anything. They put a telescope fucking arm on that, a periscoping arm. It can be programmed to patrol your home, and videos can be saved directly to your Ring account. So it's connected to your Ring spy camera fucking thing. And it also says Astro isn't just Alexa, though. It has its own personality and persona. For example, you can ask it to beatbox and it will dance and drop a beat. It still includes all of the features you expect from Alexa. You can even make video calls. Astro will follow you around the house and continue the conversation. Well, you can't be asked to, like, pull out your phone to ask Google Assistant, or you can't be asked to walk back in shouting distance of your Echo Dot. Why?
There are people out there that can't be asked to swipe down on their notification panel so they can push the pause button. Understandable, I guess.
Well, no, that's
but I
different
wouldn't do
though,
it.
because one is a very small change in an operating system. The other one is developing what essentially is a vacuum robot without the vacuum, but a screen stuck on top of it. That actually takes effort to make something that is that shit.
Yeah.
It has no use. Apparently, they want to make like
Making
extensions
money.
for it in the future. Extensions for it, so you can have the fucking robot walk, go to your dad and be like, "Oh, measure your fucking blood sugar levels or whatever." Now, do it. So you need to take your medicine. It's gonna remind your old parents to do things that they can't remember. But I don't think that's a good use case either. I don't think that's a good use case at all. Oh, God, have you looked at the picture yet? Do you think that looks appealing? I think this looks... doesn't even look cool.
I
Apparently...
haven't looked at it, but I don't even believe
Apparently,
it would look appealing.
also, there's reports of developers saying that this can't even detect stairs. So, bloody hell, let's hope you don't have any stairs, because this is going to throw itself down the stairs, allegedly.
Yeah, thanks,
maybe.
stairs.
Don't buy one. Don't buy it. Don't buy them. The thing that I think is the coolest one of those is... of the things that they've shown is the Amazon Echo Show 15, which that I can kind of believe is a bit useful, because it's basically I guess a 15-inch screen, which kind of looks like a picture frame, but you can put it on your wall, so it can show you actually good information on it. Now, if I look at the open image and new tab thing right here, it basically looks like just a normal picture frame, but it's a screen. It's a screen. $250 for a 15-inch screen with Alexa built in. I personally would not be willing to pay that much for an Amazon Echo device, mainly because you can't install any apps on it, because it's only compatible with like Alexa widgets, and I don't know how many there are. I don't think there is very many Alexa widgets.
There's a surprising amount, but still not enough to constitute much. It's because it all has to be like voice integrated stuff. It's I would say that there's around 300, perhaps more.
This is a screen, so it's different from what yours is. So this is going to have different widgets. Widgets.
Gonna have a clock on it.
Yeah, that would be useful.
I didn't know what time it was. Between my computer, my phone, my watch, and
that is
alarm
comparatively
Merrick,
but comparatively a fucking a Amazon picture frame is less dumb than a little tablet rolling around on your floor next to your feet. So I'll take this as a win. They also showed some
How much is it now?
Well, $250. What I said, I think is too much. They also showed...
It would be a win if it was around like 50, 60 bucks. I could get a tablet to do exactly what it's doing.
Yeah, 50, that's my problem. You can get like a cheap Android tablet that is going to do more. Maybe it's going to have a worse screen, but it's going to do more. They've unveiled, or they've shown other things too, though, like other good things, like a new Blink video doorbell. If you want a video doorbell, it's going to work fine. A Ring alarm system, which is going to be fine. And then also the fucking Ring Always Home Cam, which you can be put on an invitation list, which is a $250 little plastic drone with a camera on it that you can fly around your home while you're gone, while you're like on holidays. Which, actually, I think that's probably a good idea if that's not going to get hacked, so we'll see about that. They've also unveiled a little thing called the Amazon Halo View Band, which is a little fitness tracker for $80. Okay, good, I guess. That's fine. The fucking Amazon Glow, which is really dumb, which we've talked about already. That's the worst thing. And then this, which I don't even know what that is. Alexa Together, a new service that helps take care for elderly family members. My God. $20 per month? I don't even want to know what that is. Go away. Also, an Amazon Smart Thermostat. If you're a homeowner, you can install that. It's probably going to work as well as any other digital thermostat.
Yeah.
Looking at different pictures from
Those
the
are
fucking...
all products I'm never going to buy.
A lot of these products, I think they just announce to seem like they are really innovative, like the fucking the Astro robot. I don't think they actually want you to buy that. I just think that they want their competition to think that, like, holy shit, Amazon is doing so many things. But I don't know.
After the rocket, do you really? And, you know, at a certain point, you just don't need to push it anymore.
I mean, the rockets aren't made by Amazon,
into
though.
Space.
The rockets aren't made by Amazon. That company is owned by Jeff Bezos, not by Amazon.
Jeff Bezos.
Which is bullshit, because sometimes Blue Origin do bad things and then Amazon responds to it anyways, like,
yeah,
as if they were the owners of it, but they aren't.
They're tied in.
God,
parent companies and all that.
Some products sometimes are just bad. Some products are just bad. I'm gonna
what
spend
I'm reading now about
so much time looking at the fucking Astro and how bad it is. What other topics does Merrick have? Do you have anything to talk?
I was just reading this thing about Microsoft running on certain specifications, and I remember some people saying, the people that actually wanted to stick with Windows at least, that they were worried it wouldn't work with their like mid-range PC. I don't know if anyone had updated on this since then, but it looks like it will work with
what? Windows 11?
Anything with at least a dual core. Yeah, 1 gigahertz processor with at least a dual core and 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gig storage space, which is like anything less than that probably wouldn't run Windows 10 very well. So
yes.
I think that's pretty understandable.
But
as far as that's the only hardware limitation that I see. Yeah, that's what I see here.
I mean, Windows 11 is supposed to use the weird trusted platform module chips to do like cryptography stuff and encryption things. But that's all software things that technically you would be able to turn off in Windows. I don't know if they plan you on doing that. If they plan on you doing that with Windows 11, probably not, which is why they said it's a requirement, but I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Yeah. And they do seem to be flip-flopping on if it's officially supported on older devices, and if it's not.
Yeah, it's not all. It's not going to be for an old generation Lenovo ThinkPad, but
yeah, we're recording this on the 5th of October, by the way, people. The 5th. Just for context, Windows 11 has just come out today, and we're all really happy to still have Windows 10.
And everyone in the tech world is excited about Proton because everyone wants to go to Linux now, so they're probably doing their best to make this as good as possible now. But yeah, either way, I will be using like some sort of hypervisor to run multiple things.
Proton
full
is
efficiency.
good. Proton's going to be even better.
Yeah.
It's already
I'm
great.
excited for it. I already think I picked out a daily driver for Linux, so what do you think? Where do you
What,
stand
Manjaro? Or what? Which one is that?
on what you want or what?
Well,
what you
no,
might
which one
pick
did you
if-
pick?
I think Manjaro. Kali runs 4K video a little bit better, but that is in virtualization. Manjaro might do it better once it's natively installed, but
I mean,
we'll see.
in virtualization without a hardware graphics card passed through. And you do lose a lot of hardware acceleration
it's on
stuff.
there with, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a
3D,
dedicated
acceleration
second.
turned on, but
That's
it's
not
not
the
the
same as doing
Yeah.
hardware as like an actual hardware pass through. So only that virtualized card OS can use that graphics card. You are not doing that because you
Yeah.
don't have two graphics cards. I can't talk right
yeah,
now. I
that's
don't know
why
why.
I'm saying it'll be better once it's natively installed. It'll
It's gonna
able
be
to
way
directly
better, so if you
interact
like
with
it
the
now-
hardware. Yeah.
Yeah, if you like it now, you're going to be blown away. Good. Well,
Yeah.
I am going to do virtualization stuff too if I get a second graphics card, yes. So I can do pass-through for Windows, pass-through for the Linux one, and that's it. And it's all good. And
I was
like
on
it.
Kali Linux just because it was extremely smooth, but Manjaro is as well, and it's Arch based, so I can do almost anything with it. So that'll be nice. What do you think though? Which OSs are you going to try out?
Well, personally, I actually do like Ubuntu the most. Just from the user interface, but that's not a big thing. Like, you can put GNOME on anything. You can put the dock on anything
Yeah.
with an extension. That's not the issue with Linux.
There's app stores that can be
So-
installed if you need that usability. So
I mean, that's not even what I care about. Just Ubuntu itself seems more polished to me than other Linux versions. Maybe Pop OS, but probably not, because it doesn't come with the
yeah,
dock
I
as
tried
standard.
Pop OS.
I like Pop OS, but I like
Yeah.
Ubuntu more. I've tried
Yeah,
SUSE,
the tech
I've
team was
tried
really
Mint.
pushing Pop.
Well, yeah, Pop is good,
I-
but not what I want.
I tried it and it was good, but it seemed unstable compared to most of the other things that I've used, I think. Bear in mind that is in virtualization. It's
Yeah,
not
I used it on
yeah.
real hardware back when I don't know, 2 years ago at this point. I don't even know. No, a year ago, where I was like, I'm going to try and use Pop OS as my main operating system, and then I immediately failed because I needed some weird programming software for school, which did not want to run on Linux in any way. So I just gave up after like 2 days. But yeah, that's not good. But that's what virtualization then is going to be for, right? Yeah. So you can have the best of both worlds. Have a good operating system to use every day. Be happy with. Not get spied on. Play games on. Be good with. And then once every 4 weeks, when there's one game that only runs on Windows, then you boot up Windows. But then the rest of the weeks, you can be happy.
Yeah.
And then maybe I would even consider Windows 11, but probably not. Maybe. If I wouldn't have to deal with it every time. If Windows 11 is actually better in terms of performance than Windows 10 is. But I've also watched TechLink today, and if you haven't seen that, they mentioned that in some games, performance goes down by up to 28%, which is insanely huge. That's such a big performance difference. That's like upgrading your CPU.
That's almost a third of...
Or downgrading, I guess, your CPU. That is, yeah, almost a third, yeah. It's
a chunk. That is a
insanely
big
large. An insanely big chunk of performance just lost. Granted, allegedly,
yeah.
and only in some circumstances, but I don't want that at all.
Did you watch the Smash Ultimate reveal video thing?
No. When is that? Is that
I'm
today?
Sure yeah, it's already happened. Over.
I don't play Smash, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't either, but I really wanted to know because I was hoping for Waluigi or something for the memes. But
And
it
who
was
is
Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know what Kingdom Hearts is, yeah.
Yeah, I barely play Kingdom Hearts.
I know it's
Mickey
something
thing,
from
but-
Disney or whatever, and I know one of the things on PlayStation 2, I believe.
I'm sure
Well,
that
I
made a
don't
lot
know.
of people happy. It's just not for me.
Yeah, probably. Seems like
personally.
if
I think a lot of
something
people like Sora.
if something goes in Smash, that already means it's like a big noticeable franchise anyways, so I'm happy with anything. I don't really care. I'm not a fanboy of anything. And again, I don't play Smash, so I do not care at all.
Yeah, I just wanted to see Waluigi for the memes.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
what was the other choice? I can't remember. There was another one I wanted to see. Maybe Dr. Egad.
The only thing that I was moderately hyped for was when they announced Steve. That I thought was actually surprising. That I remember. I think... Did I watch that?
Yeah.
Or I watched that after it happened and people were like, oh, well,
I just
Steve,
saw that
cool.
Yeah, I saw people battling with him, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Is this a mod?"
No, it's real. It's real. Man.
Kind of disappointed myself,
another
but some
thing-
people are probably very happy.
Another thing that I just remember right now is actually, do you know / remember Soldier Boy?
Yeah, I remember his snafu with the fake PSPs. Last I heard about him.
Yeah, that's what he's done. So I believe he's like some failed music. Well, not failed, but an ex-popular musician dude. Maybe was it? Did he do
Yeah.
rap things? Something like that.
He was like a one-hit guy.
Not relevant today anymore in terms of what he actually does. So what he started doing was those fake Soldier Boy consoles, which were just basically like crappy little fake NES things in little tiny portable cases with illegal games on it. That was a few years ago, actually.
Yeah,
I think
emulators.
not
Yeah, that was a
necessarily
while
even
ago.
emulators, but that was a while ago. And by the way, shout out to Rerez. They have a great series about all of his consoles. Just type in Rerez, REREZ, Soldier Boy consoles. You'll find the
Yeah, there
worst
was-
things. Because he made so many of those consoles and all of them were bad. But that's not even what I want to talk about. This is quick news.
Yeah, there was new news
Quick.
about him that I forgot about.
Yeah, do you remember Atari?
Yeah,
Yes.
I used to have one.
So, they've released a new games console this year. I think at some point this year. Which is basically just an AMD Ryzen chip with like a custom operating system on it. It's fine. And sometime after that, Soldier Boy released a video where he was like, wow, I'm the CEO of Atari now. They really love what I did with the Soldier Boy consoles. Man, we're going to do so many cool things with Atari. They paid me so much money. And then for like a day or two, people were like, holy shit, what is happening? Is that true? Is he joking? Is he lying? What is happening? Did you not hear about that?
It's gotta be a lie. No, I didn't hear about that.
That was
It's
a
gotta
few.
be lying, right?
That was like 2 months or 3 months ago already, I believe. And yeah, it was not
Congrats,
true.
you're CEO of a
It was not true.
practically dead company, but
Yeah, it was not true.
Yeah.
Not true at all. He just made it up for one reason or another. I don't know, but I just remember seeing under like the tweet, literally the tweet by the verified Atari account on Twitter, with so many people in the comments being like, no, you are wrong, Soldier Boy is your CEO, how do you not know this yet? And I couldn't tell if those were actually trolls or if they were serious.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. How does he do that? Why does he just decide, yes, today what am I going to do? Make a real games console? Do something that's actually good? Or, yes, say that I am the CEO of Atari now? I don't know how you come to that conclusion. That's not a logical jump in conclusions there.
I'm also the CEO of Atari.
Oh my god.
And so is Silas.
Oh my god.
And so
yeah. Atari is impressed with what you did on Omelette Arcade with the game streaming.
Oh yeah.
God damn it. You have a check mark. Check mark on Omelette Arcade.
Yeah.
Verified CEO of Atari. I'm gonna look at this up again. So, how do you write his name? Soldier Boy Atari. Let's see what comes up. Oh, this was 1 month ago. 1 month ago. Yeah, this is a article from Hypebeast.com. Soldier Boy first said the company was interested in a Soldier Boy game console and that they officially signed over the company to him, adding that he plans on selling the company for 140 million US dollars. Since the announcement is now debunked, the artist has once again taken to social media to express his thoughts on Atari. He seemed visibly worked up in a recent Instagram live stream and even appeared to show the contract to his audience, which apparently says that Atari was offering millions of Atari tokens to him. Atari has their own cryptocurrency. Yes, I don't know why, but okay. He ranted, "Fuck this contract, fuck Atari, don't call me no more, don't attach my name to your name." This is not the first time Soldier claimed to be the first time to do something. What the hell is that sentence? He previously said that... What the hell? He previously said that with his new deal with Atari, he is now the first rapper to own a gaming company. I also can't believe that. There has to be some other rapper who's like formed a game studio or whatever.
Yeah.
Now,
at least come into the industry. What about 50 Cent? 50 Cent made that. He made a game at least. 50 Cent Bulletproof. That just came to mind because I had that crappy PSP game when I was younger.
Don't claim that you're the owner of Atari. Is there a recording of him? There is. Let's see, can I play that?
Have you watched Squid Game yet? I have not watched it yet.
Sorry,
everyone's
repeat that.
Talking about it for some reason.
Repeat that, I didn't hear you.
Squid Game?
Did I watch Squid Game
Have you watched that?
I don't know. No.
It's apparently the top viewed movie or show.
I have heard about that
Netflix right now.
Yeah, I have heard about that on a podcast where the Atari CEO, where the Netflix CEO said that this is on track of becoming the most watched show in general. I don't know what it is though. I haven't watched it. Squid Game, Netflix.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I was seeing a lot of articles about like they're like how you could survive every Squid Game. Like, yeah, you've had time to think about it. Any moron could come up with a solution after 2 weeks?
Actually, I think my mom has watched this.
People have to think on their feet. They have to think about it right then. They don't have all that time.
I think my mom has watched this. I'm 100. Yeah, my mom has watched this.
Have you watched Parasite It was a South Korean movie that was really
I
good.
haven't watched
I enjoyed that.
anything. I don't watch Netflix or
Oh
anything.
man,
I don't watch films. I have so many
Korea's
YouTube
pretty good at
series
it.
to keep up with that I don't have that much time doing Netflix or other things like that.
I'll make time for it eventually. The Squid Game. The only Squid Game I know right now is Splatoon.
That's what
The
I
new
thought people were
Splatoon.
talking about, actually, when I first read the term Squid Game. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Funny. No, I watch so many YouTube things. Mainly, right now, I am watching the Last Life Minecraft show because that has such interesting dynamics. This podcast is all over the place and I really like it.
Yeah, I actually do too. We actually prepared for it this time. I actually had a
We
list
kind
of
of did,
things.
yeah. The thing for me is I have so much great content on YouTube that I already want to watch and little time to do so that I don't feel like I have the need to do big Hollywood produced kind of things.
Yeah, I don't have time for editing and stuff like that, if that's what you mean. Or what do you mean?
Well,
you
I mean just in
spending time
terms
on
of
the show.
in terms of consuming.
Squid Game. Yeah, I know.
I don't
I barely even watch my YouTube channels anymore.
I barely
Half of
watch
them
my own
just
YouTube
lay.
video.
Yeah, my
but
own
just-
news feed for YouTube anymore.
But, like, just as an explanation or as an example, right now, I'm very much watching Last Life, which is the sequel, the second season of what used to be called Third Life. And basically, this is, I don't know how many, like 30 or 20 Minecraft players on this world, and they have a random number of lives assigned to them at the beginning of the season. I think it's like between 2 and 6 lives, and they can trade lives, they can send lives to each other, and once every episode the boogeyman gets chosen, so that one person has to kill someone else, which that is an interesting dynamic. But also your names have different colors: green, yellow and red, and once your name is red, which is your last life, then you also have to kill people. And I think watching that is super interesting, not only because that theme, that idea just brings up a ton of like creativity and a ton of concepts that they come up with, but also the fact that you can see it from so many different angles. I think that is really cool. I think that is way more interesting to me than just watching this one show with like a camera looking down on the people and then it's like edited like a normal TV show, like a Netflix thing. I think this kind of more simpler YouTube stuff is way more engaging, at least for me it is. Merrick, you can't hear nodding.
It sounds interesting.
Like, sometimes you
We
watch
also
it.
can't see half the things you've been looking up, but we're kind of stuck in that loop right now.
Well, I mean, editing exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at least for the people who will be watching this on YouTube, which don't do that, use a podcast player, use a fucking podcatcher like a normal person. YouTube podcasts suck, but okay. You'll have great pictures of fucking Amazon Astro on your screen, and then you wish you would use a podcatcher app and not YouTube, because that's how much it sucks. Lol. No, but
Spotify has video now. How about that?
no, what?
That's nothing.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know why.
I only use Spotify for
I get
music.
why. For podcasts, I guess.
I haven't seen videos in music yet. Why do they have videos and where?
I read something somewhere about it here. I'm gonna take a quick look up. You could as well if you like. Maybe you can find it faster than I can. Oh, videos on
Features.
Spotify.
Watch music videos,
Watch music
documentaries,
videos. documentaries and
exclusive video series.
From within Spotify. Yeah, they have videos now. So
since 2016.
Oh wow! In that category.
Well, I mean, the only thing that I ever do on Spotify, is just listening to the same playlist, which is already downloaded, and usually I don't even have an internet connection, so I've never seen that. I don't know.
Yeah, I just listen to the same few playlists over and over.
Yeah, Spotify is not that great for podcasts for many, many reasons. So I don't use it for that. The only thing
I've taken the time to consume lately is anime. A little bit of anime lately.
No,
because I only have like a half hour at a time.
What animes?
To Your Eternity. That one I really enjoyed.
What is that about? And why? And where? On Crunchyroll.
Yeah, they gave me a 14-day free trial, but you can watch it without a premium account as well. So
that was a funny guess.
Yeah, of course. I alternate video sites that way. But yeah, it was great. I don't know if I should spoil it though. There kind of is spoilers in the first episode.
What is the basic idea? Two bitches, two lesbians.
All right, well, I'm going to spoil the first episode because it's the only way to wrap your head around it, I guess. So, at first you're greeted with a kid in... I'm sure other people have already spoiled it anyway. You're greeted with a kid out in like an Arctic sort of plain, like a tundra, just freezing. His family has left to try and find a different civilization or a warmer climate or somewhere that they could live. And he's been waiting there for them for months. Eventually, he comes across this wolf. And the wolf and him are together for a little bit. You know, I would say the time frame was maybe a month. And then eventually the kid decides he's going to journey out to try and find his family. He finds a bunch of stones where seemingly a lot of them had died. And he believes that his parents and pretty much everyone has died or gone the wrong way, perhaps. He got injured along the way, and he barely makes it back to his cabin, where he gets sick and he slowly dies of an infection. And the wolf is there watching this, and he does die. He takes his last breath. And what blew me away was the wolf then took form of that guy and just started walking out. And it wasn't about the kid. It was about the fucking wolf the whole time. And this creature basically takes the form of anything that harms him inside or like physically, whatever. And it found it very interesting. And it was actually really good watching him only become the things that hurt him the most. I thought it was cool. Great idea.
That sounds like a moderately interesting concept.
Yeah, it's different.
Unsure how that would continue, but okay. Sounds more interesting than most things. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, highly recommend To Your Eternity. It was the only one that I watched recently that I could put a high praise on. I watched Darwin's Game, which was like an app where they played a game where they killed each other. The guy accidentally signed up for it or something, and it wasn't that original of a premise. I think there's been a few movies kind of like that where there's an app where you kill each other. You know, Guns Akimbo. Is that what it is? Guns Akimbo. Have you ever seen that with Daniel Radcliffe?
No, I don't know things about it. I know YouTube things. Minecraft YouTube things. Okay.
Gotta spread those wings, broaden those horizons, and be a weeb, maybe.
And then also, I think actually we are at an hour 30 already, which, unedited 1 hour and 30, and I think that should be the goal. so we can have at the end have like an hour edited. I believe that is realistic.
Yeah.
So let's do some kind of outro.
Oh, eat your vegetables, kids. I don't know.
Okay.
Install Linux.
Eat your vegetables. Don't get Windows 11 if you don't really want to. And if you want an Amazon Astro, just stick your phone on your vacuum robot and it's going to have more functionality.
What about randomly ending?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
We're ending soon. And then you just
stay
end
safe.
it.
Stay safe. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Take care. Have a safe
God.
Halloween.
This
Love you.
sucks.
Kisses.
Oh my god.
Mwah.
Because I need to think about
Uploading
weirdly.
podcast. Change your dirty diaper. Uploading podcast.
Why? What? What does that even mean?
I don't know. I was
That's
just
not.
thinking of something random.
Don't make it something random. What's always wrong with
Uploading
you?
Podcast. M-Dog 2020
Why?
is made of hairspray and sugar. I don't know.
Just a
don't know why they
simple
do it.
sentence. A simple, normal sentence. Why? Why can't you have that?
Uploading podcast. Why? That's the first episode. There you go. Perfect.
Not the
Nail
fucking
it.
title, you
Pin
cunt. Not the fucking title.
Snip it.
Not the fucking title. That's not what I
Put it out there.
mean. The intro line,
Yeah, like
the intro
tagline.
sentence. Yeah, not whatever you just